Alright guys, welcome back to WoW Classic Wrath and our human Paladin. We're back in Stranglethorn. Just finished our Ulduar, and by Ulduar I mean Uldaman run. I turned in the quest from that and I actually got this two-handed axe, which is better than the axe we were using by quite a bit. So we'll be using this now, the Dwarven charge. It looks pretty cool also. It's got some cool, I don't know if they're quite runes, but something inscribed upon the blade, which I think is pretty neat. And that was basically it. We did get level 38 and then a little bit. And I spent our... I need to get glyphs. But I did spend our talent point finishing off Sanctity of Battle. So yeah, we're getting closer and closer to getting Crusade Strike. By level 50 we'll have it. So it's kind of a long ways away. Part of me wishes that they had made it a baseline ability, maybe that you get around level 30 or 40. Could have been a little better. What are we doing today? I think we have to start by running down to Booty Bay. I think that's really what we should do. I think we need to get down there and pick up all the quests. Because there are some level 32 quests down there. There's one for Crocolisk skins. I believe there is a quest for troll ears that would be nice to have. And also I need somewhere to set my Hearthstone here, because while we do have a flight point now up at the Rebel camp, what we don't have is a place to bind our Hearthstone. Kind of, you know, not fair. The Horde definitely has a place to bind their Hearthstone up in Northern Stranglethorn, and the Alliance still does not. Pretty typical. So we're going to run down there and do that. We'll bind ourselves at the inn. I do have us in the queue for Scarlet Monastery Cathedral, so if any group gets together and they need a tank, we might do that. I don't really feel like putting a group together at the moment. I'd rather just quest for a little while and see if we get an invite, because I do want to keep making progress while questing. But that being said, there's loot and stuff that I would like to have out of these dungeons, so I'd like to find a balance between the two that doesn't leave us kind of out-leveling some of the questing stuff by doing too many dungeons, but also, you know, to where we're not questing non-stop. I still ultimately think that it's probably easier to, or quicker rather, just to quest. But maybe that's because I don't have the fortitude to run as many dungeons back-to-back as some people have. I used to. Used to be able to sit and do dungeons all day and just strictly level up that way. These days, not so much. If I don't actually get out and see the world, like if all I do is dungeon, I start to feel like I'm playing a different game. And it's not a game I like nearly as much as the game where we get to explore Azeroth and do quests and have things kind of just spontaneously happen to us out in the world. Cape of Stranglethorn, we're getting there. I could have done this run by myself, but I figured it was an opportunity to talk about a few different things. So far I've been really enjoying the Alliance side experience here on Maladath. It's been a good one. The human Paladin I vibe with a lot more than the Blood Elf Paladin. That's been a good change. And yeah, I feel like the class has come together. It's pretty fun to press the buttons the way that it is. Whether I'm tanking or soloing, it's pretty enjoyable. Getting Crusader Strike would be huge. And then, of course, we get Divine Storm at level 60, so that's going to drastically change the rotation and just the buttons that we hit all the time. We'll have more buttons to hit all the time, basically. Things like a Righteous Defense. We'll be able to come off of our questing bar and I'll actually be able to set up like just a tanking bar to tank That being said, we won't have dual spec, obviously. Dual spec is 1,000 gold, so there's no way on a fresh start server that by level 30 you're gonna have 1,000 gold. I mean, you could. I don't want to say there's no way. There's no way that I could have 1,000 gold at level 30 on a fresh start server. I don't have 1,000 gold on any of my characters, so... I mean, they've had thousands of gold that they've had to spend on mounts. The warrior probably had the most money because he had to spend real money on all of his mounts, but we had help on the warrior, so it doesn't even really count. We did have some financial backing, not an incredible amount, not like thousands of gold, but helped us get started. Made buying the mounts a little bit smoother. On the mage, we waited to get our expert riding and our flying, and that was incredibly cheap compared to what we paid on the warrior. What do you have? Some of these are not working. Okay. We're gonna try to pick up everything that's yellow and orange, and we're not gonna pick up anything that's red. But if it's yellow, if it's orange, we're gonna grab it. All the Bloodsail buccaneers. We need to find a map or some documents to the north of Booty Bay. There's somebody in one of these. Here we go.
Hey there.
5 Mistveil giblets. Everyone likes a good giblet. Every now and then. Oh, this is going gray. Yeah, this is a level 31 quest, so I don't even know if we'll get to do that one and turn it in. It probably won't be worth any experience. But when we're up by the hunter's camp, we will check for Crocolisk. Those are the guys that would drop the item. If we can get it done, that's fine. If not, it might be just a lost cause at this point. We'll take Singing Blue Shards, but we're going to leave Zanzil's secret. Actually, our quest log is okay. Let's just take it. Let's take it, that way we have it. Let's bind our Hearthstone here, and let's also get some level 35 water. Moonberry juice.
Keep it real. Time is money, friend. Hurry back.
He wants us to go investigate the hunter camp. We've already been there. Bring the supplies up to Private Thorson.
Keep it real. Time is money, friend.
And check out the Haunted Isle.
Talk to me.
You want blood scalp ears, which we can oblige.
Glad I could help.
And you want tumbled crystals. These are either from goblins or maybe they're from basilisk.
Keep your nose clean in my town.
Okay, there we go. We've grabbed every quest. We are 25 out of 25. Quest that I'm probably never going to do. We're probably not doing BFD again. Or RFD even. This turns in back in Stormwind? Okay, I'll look for that next time I'm there. Hillsbred Foothills. I don't know if we'll be going back to do the Yeti cloak. We're getting pretty close to out leveling it. We don't have any items for it. Let's abandon it for now. And if we want to do it later, we can just re-grab it. And that's about all we can do. So we need to start actually completing some quests now. What do we want to do? Do we want to fly back to the north? I feel like that would be okay. We could run out here and maybe do this one really quick. Let's go do that. That'll give us a follow-up, I believe. That's a kill quest to do along the coast. And then after that, after we get the follow-up, then we'll fly back to the north. We'll start working on Curzin's compound to get that done. I don't know what he has. It's not showing me. Let's take a look. I don't think it's something we can do right now.
You need something?
Let's see. Sea giants. He wants us to go after the sea giant.
For the Alliance.
There we go. Oh, we can mount in here now. Wait a minute. Can we be mounted in Booty Bay now? Like, just in general? Nice. I didn't even notice. People have been on their mounts, and I'm just, like, completely oblivious. I'm so used to everything here dismounting you that I couldn't remember when they made the change. And apparently it was the Wrath pre-patch that made the change. That's amazing, and I'll try to stop walking around here, I guess. I didn't even notice that we were, like, able to ride around. I'm just, like, oblivious. And then I just start running on my feet, because that's what I'm used to being able to do. But yeah, we definitely rode in. These guys are a little bit of a higher level than us. Just a little bit. But we should be able to get down here and just grab this item. I could probably start using Judgment of Light instead. We're going to be on his aggro chain with this other one now, I think. That's probably going to hurt a lot if we don't kill this one first. And quickly. Yeah, this is going to get bad. Oh, look at this! Oh, what a champ. I love it. Yeah, these guys are kicking the crap out of us. We're probably not going to be able to sneak in there without this guy aggroing us, but we will try. Alright, we did it! Let's get out of here, and we'll get this one turned in, and then we'll fly back to the north where things are a normal level for us to be fighting. We don't often fight orange enemies, but we can sometimes. I feel like the mage was really good at fighting orange enemies. Probably the lack of reliance on like a weapon. It's so nice. Now that I realize we are actually riding here, it's great. Good times. There we go. Report to the Bloodsail attack to Fleetmaster Seahorn.
What's on your mind?
Well met. Ancestors watch over you.
We ran through the inside of the building on a mount as well. That's interesting. Let's grab our flight points.
Here there.
And we will head back to the rebel camp.
With you.
No one feels like leading a group, yeah. There's plenty of people. There's a full group here. See, this is the difference between player-driven and a system that just groups you, tosses you into the dungeon. Is that we have people, we could go out, right? Nobody wants the responsibility of putting it together or leading it. And a lot of that might have to do with they don't want to have to be the ones to go summon. And that's kind of the boat that I'm in, honestly. I want to keep questing until I'm ready to do the dungeon, and then I want to go to the dungeon. What I wish for, and I feel like this is like a middle ground, this system is fine. Once the group is together, everyone should get a teleport to dungeon option. Like we used to be able to right-click the eye to leave or enter instance. We need to be able to do that. Once the group is formed and the listing is complete, we should be able to teleport to the stone. That would be a good middle ground. You don't even have to put me in the dungeon, just let me teleport to the stone. And then this would be fine, you know? It would be fine for it to not be automated if it just had that little bit of convenience added to it, that respecting of people's time, that acknowledges that even certain factions have better access to the dungeons than the other faction. So by teleporting everyone to the stone, you actually resolve that huge inequality. And so, you know, Horde players could do some dead mines. Alliance players probably still couldn't do Ragefire Chasm. If you teleported to the stone, you'd probably get killed by guards at level 13. But maybe there's a workaround. Maybe that's like a safe area right around the stone. But then I guess you're giving the players a way to get into Orgrimmar, right? I don't know. They could figure something out.
What can I do for you? See you around.
There's the supplies. Okay. Let's get into things here and actually do some gameplay, you know, that isn't running around or clicking on quest. Still haven't seen Private Thorson, don't know if we ever will. I love having that taunt. It's quick, it has a 30-yard range. It's very, very useful. It's faster than a shock. We're faster than a shock. Could just invite me to your group. That'd be alright. Clearly not what they want to do. It's hilarious that this place is always such a bottleneck. It's it's hilarious in a sad kind of way. He just grabbed a bunch of guys. Alright. Who's the leader here? Are you the leader? Request to join group. I'm gonna try to do like the normal thing. There we go. We requested to join the group. We're in the group. This should make it a little bit easier. Like, world combat is not as fun when you're in a group. Like, obviously there's no challenge once you're in a group. It's just kill everything easily. But this will be better. Somebody's finding fighters somewhere. There's one out here. That person is not in our group though. Okay, well, I mean, we could just camp out and wait. There's really not a lot else we can do. We do need to get this done. It's a pretty big chain. I'd like to be able to do all of it. Don't really want to skip it. I guess that took me out of the queue for that's the trick, right? Is like, if I group up with people in the world, I can't sit in the queue and wait for an invite to a group. Ugh. I really want to be in the queue. I really want to be in the queue. I really want to be in the queue because sometimes getting into a dungeon group has saved me from, like, getting frustrated with questing. So... yeah, that being said, if I drop the group and then I'm competing with these guys, that's a little bit rude after being in the group. How many more do we have to go? A few. Maybe I complete this one with them and then I drop for the subsequent chains. And the respawn rate is pretty slow today. There aren't that many people here, so the respawn rate is not cranking out at all. We need to stay in this group until we at least finish this. And then we could drop and put ourselves back in the queue. Though at this point, maybe at this point I won't run anything till later. Maybe we'll stick to questing for now, perhaps. And then later on this afternoon, if I'm feeling a little bit more social, I will put a group together and do the traveling to get us out there. Somehow we did not aggro the medicine man? Well, now we finally came out. Yeah, we lost that one. We did get all of our jungle remedies, so that's done. Let's try to get in here and grab this fighter. I could press the right button, that would be better. And here we go, this will be our last one, and then our group mate needs one more. Let's make sure they're all in range. And there we go. Now we go turn this in, and if we're really lucky, we just stay in this group for the next ones. She just stopped to fight this. Not really sure why. Oh, jungle remedies? Yeah, I guess the warrior doesn't have all of his jungle remedies. He has the kill quest done, which is weird. I'd kind of like to just stick with these guys and do the subsequent chains. But I guess part of that is getting the warrior his last few items. There, he didn't receive any there. Okay. I don't think we can get anything from these guys at all that's useful for anyone. Kind of a weird move. In the meantime, we had all this stuff stolen from us. Let's try to get in here and at least grab this guy. Anybody else? There's a bookie in here, a bookie Herod. I have never seen this guy. Not even once. Why is he not getting any of these items? It's really weird. You feel like we've killed so many that we didn't need that he should have gotten all of his items by now. Can we trade him stuff? Like, we need 7. I have 2 that I don't need. I should be able to give these to him. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because they're just like, they're letting all of us pick them up, and they're not making it so that the people who don't have the quest are getting the item. It's just anybody's getting the item. Okay, let's see if they will follow us over here to turn this one in, and then we can keep going. They didn't follow us. They just completely stopped, as if they still have stuff to work on here. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to like wait for them or figure out what they're doing. Let's come up here and turn it in. We'll see if they head up here. Yeah, I don't know what they're working on now. No idea what they're doing. Not even the slightest clue. Yeah, they're acting like they still have objectives to work on in that area. Maybe they're working on a quest. Yeah, we could do the follow-ups. Guys, there are follow-ups. Do you not know about the follow-ups? I could communicate, but that takes like a lot of effort for me to do. It becomes this long, drawn-out thing. So we'll just drop and we'll put ourselves back in the queue. Which is kind of what I wanted to be doing in the first place.
Hello.
Now we need to go back for 10 commandos and 6 head shrinkers. Alright, yeah, these guys they're in stealth. They're like doing a smoke bomb, and they're doing it really consistently. I don't remember them using this ability in the past. We've definitely fought these guys on melee characters, haven't we? Maybe not. We fought them last on the mage. And on the warrior, we would not have fought these guys, because he was a Tauren, and they don't get this quest. Surprisingly, there's nobody in here doing this that we've even seen yet. Kind of expected this to be as farmed out as the guys on the outside, but that is not the case. Glad he runs away and then he comes back to his death. Like, you'd think sometimes maybe they would just try to get away. I do know the stealth guy is here, but that should be fine. The new axe is critting and hitting for quite a bit, so I'm pretty pleased about that. Let's go ahead and get some water back here, or some mana back by drinking water even. We're never going to get the water back, not as water anyway. Those are elites down that way. We don't need elites. Maybe we're going to be looking for some respawns near the top. Maybe that's what we're going to be doing. We need 3 more commandos and 1 more head shrinker. So, very nearly we are done with this one. But yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna have to wait for some respawns to pop back up now. Here we go. Well, nobody's back up down here yet. Let's just take on this head shrinker. This will be our last one, and then I think there's one more chain to get elites. I think maybe shamans or witch doctors, and then Kurdzin himself, right? Pretty sure it's all part of one quest.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Of course, now that we're just trying to get back into the cave, the guys out here are all up. That's a change of pace. Let's see what the cave is like. We need to fight our way down to the elites and the sub-chiefs, which are basically like shaman, and then get Curzin's head. And it looks like we will be doing quite a bit of fighting to get down there to do that one. Alright, so the elites are a little bit higher level. Everybody past this point is probably going to be level 37 and up. Yeah, I don't need to stand in that, but then again, getting out of it didn't seem to help too much. We still took a hit from it. Yeah, that doesn't really do a lot to us. It doesn't do enough to warrant running out and stopping DPS. Alright, here are the sub-chiefs. They do have a frost shock. Oh, and a flame shock. Oh, okay. Thought they had a frost shock for some reason. Maybe they changed it. Maybe they use different abilities on different classes. On the mage, I think they might have been frost shocking us. But we definitely got flame shocked. on the Paladin here. Alright, let's get some of our mana back before we proceed. In case we pull a couple of these guys, I want to be ready. Oh, this is not great. We have potions. If we need them, we can heal. We have lay on hands up. We have 3 flame shocks stacked against us right now. That's probably bad. I can't do anything about that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. There we go. Is that the first page that we have found? No, we have a couple of pages. I just don't remember looting them. Now, we don't need shadow hunters at all, but we're probably going to have to clear some to get back here. And hey, look at that, there's level 39. We're getting really close to 40. Levels are just kind of flying by, aren't they? Reduces chance to be hit by spells and ranged attacks by 2 and gives your hand a freedom spell a 50% chance to remove any stun effects. I don't know about that. We could reduce the cooldown of judgment. We could judge more, that would probably be good. Reducing the mana cost would be good. Let's judge more frequently. Go ahead and get a heal in here. Alright, looks like some things have respawned. We might be able to sneak out past some of these guys. Let's try to go this way. We're kind of getting to a point on the Paladin where I feel like as long as we have full health, we can basically handle anything. Right now we do not have full health. Let's not run into this group yet. Now we can run into this group. Oh, we didn't have any mana. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world as long as our seal holds out. We got 19 seconds left on the seal. Probably don't want to get hit by 2 of those. I'm gonna pop this potion now. Yeah, we're getting to a point where, like, the changes to the classes which make them more powerful are becoming pretty apparent compared to the Burning Crusade. Usually in TBC, you wouldn't just casually take on, like, 4 or 5 guys unless you were, like, a certain class or spec or build. We can't quite sneak through there. I guess I'm just glad I didn't get us permanently stuck. I do need to go ahead and, like, get some mana back would be smart. Just keep pulling more and more guys, that's fine. I guess there was never gonna ever be any sneaking out of here. We've been occasionally getting those little graphical stutters recently, and I saw somebody in the Discord say that you'd been having a kind of maybe a similar problem, and then somebody commented that they were having the problem. They were on an AMD processor on Windows 11, and they said that the fix for them was to update their BIOS. Doing things on my computer, like updating my own BIOS, kind of terrifies the hell out of me. I did a little bit of research on, like, updating the BIOS on an Asus motherboard, and there's like 6 different ways to do it, and none of them seem very clear. I was able to find the website where I could select my motherboard, make and model, and get the actual, like, update I need, I guess. But yeah, if any of you guys have, like, a website that you look at, or just like a guide for updating BIOS on an Asus motherboard that you could point me to, if such a thing exists, that'd be awesome, because yeah, the stuff I found was like pretty complicated, and then it doesn't really tell you what the best way to do it is. You have a bunch of options. I feel like at this point, updating BIOS should be able to happen, like, automatically. I should be able to go into, like, my BIOS, like, before startup and maybe just, like, do it automatically. It would be great. But I don't know if that's an option, and I know, like, if things go wrong while updating your BIOS, it can really mess up things on your computer, and I'm not quite ready for that yet. I do have my old rig on standby, so if I turn this one into a brick, I'm not completely screwed. But with it being a newer rig, I don't really want to do anything weird to it yet. But yeah, I might have to update my BIOS if I keep getting these little graphical stutters. Because yeah, everything else is up to date, graphics drivers are up to date. It could really only be a few things at this point. And that being said, I don't play any other games really long enough in a day to, like, know if it's something specifically happening with WoW, or if it's something that's going to happen no matter what I was going to play. But yeah, I guess I might need to update those BIOS. Complete dread about doing it though. Alright, we did get everything we needed. That's good. What do we want to do now? We could go turn this one in really quick. Before we do anything else, we can come down here and do hostile takeover, but that turns it down in Booty Bay. Let's just go turn this one in. I think this is the end of the chain. I could put together a cathedral group and like actually spam for a healer. It looks like there's no healers right now. Could do Oldemon one more time. I do have a couple of new quests to go in there. And we could do the discs. Maybe we should look for that too. It's like, I don't dislike Oldemon. It's kind of long, that's all. That did not really... Oh, it didn't mark this for some reason. There we go. Why wouldn't it update that too? Yeah, lots of people looking for Oldemon. Maybe I'll put a group together for that and go run that again. That might not be a bad idea.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
That might not be a bad idea. That could get us to level 40. Is there anything I want to do first? Not particularly. Curzin's Mystery.
Need something?
Colonel Curzon was once a great noble man. I must find what caused his fall into depravity. He may be under the sway of troll magic. To confirm this, I must study some of their legends. Oh yeah, this quest.
Safe travels.
We can do that. He wants to solve the mystery after we kill him. Like, he didn't want to figure it out beforehand, but he's dead now, so it's fine. Let's go ahead and we will take us out of this one. Edit listing. Update. Let's filter by what we're doing. Oh, we are the only people looking for Uldamon right now, so now I just need to find DPS. Guys, I am going to look for that. I'm going to try to find another group. We're going to do another Uldamon run. Probably be the last one, hoping to get these other quests completed here. Should be a bunch of experience for us, maybe some loot. We will see. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you spending your time with me in Azeroth. It does mean the world to me, so take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And we will see you in Uldamon sometime really soon. Bye for now.